The man accidentally fell onto a rocky ledge jutting out from a cliff. He lay unconscious, his life hanging by a thread. Suddenly, a vulture swooped down, trying to peck at him. The sharp pain at the corner of his mouth jolted him awake. He quickly twisted the vulture's neck and threw it off the cliff. But realizing he was trapped on the sheer cliff face, the man fell into deep despair. To survive, he dragged his broken leg and tried to climb down, but his injured ankle couldn't support any strength, forcing him to hang helplessly in midair, unable to move forward or back. To make things worse, a heavy rain poured down. The man clung to the cliff for a whole day and night. When he looked down into the valley again, he was shocked to see the water level rising rapidly, so he let go of the cliff. The next morning, he struggled awake from the mud. After replenishing himself with food, he wedged his ankle into a rock crevice to force back into place, then bound it with a wooden stick for support, and set off toward where his tribe lived. But a pack of wolves spotted him. The man quickly climbed up a tree, yet one wolf bit into his shoe. In panic, he pulled out his dagger and stabbed the wolf. That way he managed to climb to the treetop. He stayed there all night. The next morning, the wolves had all left, except for the one he had wounded, lying on the ground, so he fashioned a spear out of his knife and a stick, and slowly approached the wolf. But when he heard the wolf's faint whimpering, his heart softened. He carried the wolf to the riverbank, and washed its wound. That night, the man killed a rabbit. The wolf, smelling the meat, kept making noises. The man tossed the meat to the wolf, then reached out, trying to touch it, but the wolf bared its teeth, refusing to let him near. Half a month later, the man's leg was almost healed. He prepared to head home, but the wolf bit tightly onto his scarf. He tried to drive it away, yet after just a few steps, the wolf followed again. And so, man and wolf began their journey together. Winter soon arrived. The man and the wolf could now hunt prey with perfect coordination. One day he took the wolf into a cave. Suddenly, a wild beast emerged from the depths. It lunged fiercely at the man. The wolf rushed forward, but was no match for the beast. At the critical moment, the man drew his bow and shot an arrow straight into the beast. The beast fell to the ground. The wolf crawled out from under its body, but it was covered in wounds. After only a few steps, it collapsed heavily. The man cleaned its wounds, but they had no herbs left, and if they wanted to survive, they had to keep moving. The snowstorm grew fiercer each day, until finally, the wolf could no longer go on. It collapsed, unable to move, so the man carried the wolf in his arms and pressed forward. At last, he saw the totem of his people.